Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube. I'm Kayleen, but I'm also known as my fragrance alter ego, Aromadicto, on Instagram and on TikTok. And everybody on there knows me as somebody who loves gourmands. I want to smell sweet, I want to smell edible, and I also prefer those gourmands to be very beast mode. So I thought, let's start this channel off with a bang and share with you guys 5 beast mode gourmand perfumes that I love, love, love. Starting off with my scent of the day, we have Followed by Kerosene. Followed has notes of coffee, caramel, vanilla, Madagascar vanilla specifically, and amber. Kerosene is an indie brand, so for everyone who likes to support indie brands, please check them out. I'm not a very big fan of coffee perfumes. Followed is actually the only one that I have, and I have one more on my wish list that I'm going to be talking about hopefully soon. I wasn't a fan of coffee perfumes because I always feel like they smell too much like someone just spilled coffee on you, and that's just what it is. But Followed still has a dark, perfumey vibe to me, which makes it more wearable. But take wearable with a grain of salt because Followed lasts 18 hours on the skin. And I'm not saying 18 hours like, oh, she's exaggerating, it means it lasts really long. I mean, actually, 18 hours. On clothes, you gotta wash them twice. And I know people love to say that and they love to exaggerate. I'm not one of those people. I take words very literally to the chagrin of my family members and boyfriends sometimes. So I literally mean 18 hours when I say it. The coffee is dark. The chocolate is dark. The caramel is ooey gooey. And in the dry down, you get more caramel and more vanilla, but the coffee stays very prominent, and so does the chocolate. This is a flanker to their Follow release. Follow I've tried, and that's more caramel. It kind of reminds me of like stroopwafels and coffee. But Followed is just amazing. If you want projection, if you want longevity, this is the one to beat. Moving on to a lighter, but still beast mode perfume. This is a vanilla. Bianco Latte by Giardini di Toscana. This is my second bottle of Bianco Latte. I have had this bottle for less than a month and I'm already halfway through. I'm sick, you guys. Bianco Latte is probably my favorite vanilla perfume. It smells like warm caramel, really soft bakery vanilla. There's also honey in this and coumarin. I don't get too much of that. I get gooey caramel and warm vanilla. Like, if you could bottle how a hug from your favorite person would smell, this is that to me. Bianco Latte is also the perfume that gets me the most compliments. Like, I'm not somebody who buys perfume for compliments, but if I'm ever going somewhere and I'm not sure how people are going to respond to a fragrance, this is what I pull out. It's what it is. People love this. I got a promotion this year. I teach high school history. And I went for this promotion. You have to apply for it and you have to do an interview and stuff. And I wore this to meet the committee of managers that were gonna decide if I got the promotion or not. And I got a compliment during that interview. So I'm giving Bianco Latte credit for my career advancement. The first time I tried this, I was like, huh, that's nice. Then I put it away for like a week. I didn't see what all the hype was about exactly, but I figured, I'm just gonna give it a full wear because I did blind buy a whole bottle. Please don't be like me. The first time I fully wore it, I just put it on because I needed to put something on, and I left the house, and I started getting these wafts of vanilla, of cookie, of caramel, of white chocolate. It smells like, honestly, white chocolate and buttery, and I was like, what the heck is that? That wasn't that perfume that I tried, was it? But it was. It was me. It's my second bottle of this in less than a year, and I have a lot of perfumes, y'all, so that's really saying something. This is Bianco Latte by Giardini di Toscana. Links to where you can find everything, at least the links that I can find for US and EU, will be in the description bar below. Next is one of the first perfumes I got when I really started to build my collection. This is La Vie Belle Soleil Cristal. I know everybody knows La Vie Belle. We all know that that's beast mode. I also have the original right here. But La Vie Belle Soleil Cristal is one of my top 10 perfumes. I love it so much because it's La Vie Belle, but with less of that very recognizable DNA. It's still there, but less so. It has an amped up airy sweetness. There's ylang in this, there's coconut in this, and I'm from Aruba, so I am an island girl. I love coconut perfumes. Despite it having ylang, coconut, vanilla, not extremely heavy notes per se, this is a beast. I would say it's stronger than the original, which is kind of crazy because the original already lasts like 10 plus hours on me. La Vie Belle Soleil Cristal is so strong and it's so sweet. It really makes it a crowd pleaser because generally speaking, people love a sweet perfume, a sweet vanilla, a sweet coconut. It goes really well if you pair it with something fruity or something that really amps up the coconut, like Arizona Bloom by Floral Street, or Kayali's The Wedding Silk Santal has a really nice fruity apricot note. I can't say enough nice things about this. It's also my second bottle, so that says a lot. I finished a 50 ml bottle, I think a year and a half ago. I don't pull it out to wear as often as I should, but the dent is still denting. I also can't overspray it, which is why the dent isn't denting too hard, because it is extremely strong and it will choke out a room. But I love it. I love the bottle. La Vie Belle Soleil Cristal. We've all heard of Delina, right? Delina by Perfumes de Marly. Amazing fragrance. Is the perfume that made me give Rose a chance, because I always thought that Rose was a little bit too vintagey, a little bit too mature for me. Well, Delina is a little bit too expensive in my own opinion. Like, I probably would have gotten it eventually, but last year I was sent this dupe and I need to share it with you guys. So this is Orientica's Arte Beastmode Romantic. I hate the name. The brand really needs to get with the 2023 program and change the name. But Arte Beastmode Romantic, this is my third bottle of this in a year and a half-ish. Less than a year and a half. Arte Beastmode Romantic is Delina but stronger. Delina is already not a slacker in the performance department. It's Delina but stronger. The notes for Arte Beastmode Romantic are nutmeg, bergamot, grapefruit, peach blossom, rose, pink peony. I love a peony note. Violet, musk, vetiver, benzoin, and amber. This is just Delina, you guys. And I think the grapefruit is replacing the rhubarb here, but it smells exactly the same to me. I get some nutmeg in the dry down, which I really enjoy. Like I said, I love a peony. It's musky. It's so strong. This is another perfume that people love on you. Everyone knows Delina's a compliment getter. The reason that I love this, the reason I'm also not buying Delina ever again, is this goes for about 70 euros on Nutino. I'll be putting a link below. And Delina's like 230, 240, I'm not even sure. So it's really a no-brainer. And the bottle is cute, the presentation is also really nice. It's heavy, the cap is heavy, the sprayer is spraying. Like I said, yes, the brand sent this to me, but I've purchased 2 bottles with my own money since then, and I will continue to purchase this until I am gone from this life. That's Arte Beastmode Romantic by Orientica. And last but not least, I have Mille Extase by Navitus X Dear Makeup Diary. This is a 2023 release, and man do I love it. I've had it for about a month now, and the dent is pretty alright, considering that I've worn this maybe 8 times, and it's so strong that I don't overspray it. I'm pretty proud of that dent. Mille Extase has notes of honey, apricot, dried fruits, ginger, violet, rum, saffron, and on the base there's tonka bean, Madagascar vanilla, dark chocolate, toffee, and caramel. This is, obviously, miel means honey in Spanish. This is a predominantly honey fragrance, and I am not a fan of honey perfumes. Usually, like Scandal or Bee by Zoologist, they're not for me. But the honey in this is done very naturally. It's very sweet and thick and sticky, and I love that. I love those adjectives in perfume. I definitely get the violet, and I'm not usually a violet fan, but in here it's pretty toned down. It's just giving it a little bit of a powdery air. And I get a lot of the dark chocolate, guys. I get a lot of dark chocolate. I get a lot of rum. I get honey, dark chocolate, rum in that order, and I am not mad at it at all. The first time I wore this out in public for an entire work day, I sprayed it on at like 7 a.m. and I was having my last class of the day at, I think the kids came in. Yeah, the last class of the day was at around 3 o'clock. So that was a lot of hours later. That is, doing the math, 9 hours later. And a student came into class, and I was standing by the door to welcome everybody. And she was like, "You smell really good, miss." And I'm like, "Yo, you can still smell me 9 hours later?" I love that in a perfume. I genuinely feel like if perfumes last longer, you get more bang for your buck, because some perfumes cost 200 euros and you have to respray them every 3 hours to get the same effect, and they finish faster that way. I'm not a fan, but Mille Extase does not do that. This was kindly sent to me by Karina. We're mutuals on Instagram, but if I were to run out of this, I would definitely repurchase it with my own money. So that is Male Extase by Navitus. Okay guys, that was my first YouTube video. I really hope you stick around for the next ones. We're going to be talking about more gourmands. I'm also going to be talking about luxury body care. I'm going to be mixing makeup into this, hauls, first impressions. Please stick around and tell a friend to tell a friend. Join the family.